Hello everyone, this is Chaos, and today I'm going to be making another video for Amtut, and this is going to go over custom portraits. So we want, I have this dog follower in one of my mods, and I want to give him a portrait, so that it's not the default portrait and all that stuff in game. Yeah. So the first thing we're going to do is go to our folder, and in Arcanum you want to go to data, and in the data folder you want to put in a portrait folder, and then in the portrait folder you want to add userport.mess, and it can be blank because it should be blank for now. So the next thing we're going to want to do is boot up Microsoft Paint, and I will explain, and this is where we're going to be editing our follower. So since I have a dog follower, I'm going to go to Google Images, and I'm going to look for a dog. And so there's a zillion that I could choose from, but I think I'll just go with this first one here. So I'll just copy that, and then I will paste it in here. Alright, so we've got this dog, and you want to select his head. So we've got his head here, and we'll just copy that and make a new file. And we paste it in here. Okay, so we have the dog's head. You want to take your size and bring it down to so there's no white border left. And then you're going to hit resize and uncheck maintain aspect ratio, and make sure you're under the pixels tab because it has to be 64 by 64 pixels, and that is the size of the portrait in Arcanum. So once we have that, we are going to save as, and you want to make it a 256 color bitmap, otherwise it won't work. And this will mess with the colors a bit, but unless you have Photoshop or know how to edit all that stuff, it's not really anything to change. Since he is an NPC, we're going to call it NPC in caps, followed by a descriptive name, which in this case will be dog. And then you hit save. And if you notice, it did change the color quality. That's because we're saving it as a worse format, so Arcanum can pick it up. So if you can draw your own pictures, go for it. Now sometimes in Arcanum, when this stretches out, it becomes kind of blurry. We really don't have to worry about that for this picture because I've tried it out before and it doesn't look too bad. But if you have a bigger picture, like if you went online and you found, like, this one's 1000 by 768, you could just do the same thing and set it to a size 128. And we'll just go ahead and do that for this file as well. And normally you would paste the original picture in and then resize it. Otherwise, if you make it really small and then resize it to big, it looks a lot more blurry. But this is our picture here. So when you save the big one, same format, except you want to add an underscore and B after it for the big picture. So same name with underscore B is for the big picture, and it is 128 by 128 pixels. So we'll just go ahead and save that. Now the next thing you're going to want to do is go to your folder, the same folder that has userport.mez in it, and you want to just put your pictures in here. And in userport.mez, you open that up, 2 sets of curly brackets. It's not a curly bracket. Okay, and the first one is going to be the number of the picture. It's not like scripting where you put numbers in the picture. It's just whatever number you want, and make sure you remember the number. So since this is the first portrait I'm adding to the game, I'll make it 1, and the next set should just be whatever you named it as. So in this case, it will be NPC dog. And then you just save that, and you're all good to go. Your portrait is now in the game. So if you go to World Editor, and if you edit your NPC, you want to set your portrait. We did 1, and that is that. So you should have that new portrait. And we'll just save that. Now if you want to add that's for NPCs, if you want to add, say, a starting character, you pretty much do the exact same thing, except you don't have to worry about setting it to an NPC in-game, unless you want to. There was actually a link, I think this is on Terra Arcanum. I can't remember where I got this, but they basically give you a ton of, they give you like 150 pictures that you can use in-game. And so I'm just going to select these 2 right here because they are already done for me. And we'll just go back to our file over here and paste these 2 in. It has the flag of any, so that means any race or any gender can use it. Now that's not really what we want to do. We want to add our own. We want to make it so that only one can use it. So what you want to do is you want to rename this, and it is already in the format because I downloaded it off of Terra Arcanum, so it should already be in the format. So the first 3 the first 3 letters in this one was NPC. This one, since he looks kind of like a human, so we will do HU is human, and M is male. So the first 2 is the race, and the third one is the gender. And then we'll just give it a name. So HUM1 will be human male 1. And then you go ahead and rename this one. And exact same name as the other one with the underscore B. And in userport.mess, we just go with 2 sets of curly brackets. And this is the second one. And that should be all in game. Now there is I believe I have it favorited. Yeah, there on Terra Arcanum there's this FAQ page, and it has all of these listed here. So HU is human, DW is dwarf, and so on. Any means that anyone can use it. NPC is only for NPCs. And yeah, so that's pretty much it's got everything right here. It's pretty self-explanatory. Now, we're just going to go ahead and boot this up and make sure it works. So I'm going to compress my module to make the dog portrait appear in game. And I'll close this out because I don't need it. And we will boot up Arcanum. And this folder is actually very useful when you're making mods because you could just throw everything in here, your shortcuts to all your files, custom music, and storyline stuff, list of coordinates to where everything's at. So, it makes things a lot easier. And now we'll just enter Arcanum and see if this works. Loading screen. Guy wanting to kill me. Okay, so I'm gonna set my module to that single player, and we're gonna create a new game because I don't have anything for this, and new character. So under the human tab, it automatically puts your pictures first. So any picture that you make will automatically come before the default ones. And you can see if we switch this, it is not in, it won't be in any other race or gender except human male because that's what we set it as. So there is our portrait of our guy. We'll name him Guy because I'm too lazy to come up with a unique name. Alright, so this is a mod I'm working on. And we are going to go find the dog follower. So I also didn't name him or anything yet, but if we bring him into the party, we can see that he has his little portrait here. Also, I'm not quite sure why I picked a white dog when he's clearly not a white dog in game. But yeah. So, if we go to character sheet, this is where the big picture comes in. And I believe the big picture also comes in down here when you highlight him. But yeah, so that's how you add custom portraits and stuff in game. And it's fairly easy. It's nothing too complicated, I don't think. I'm actually gonna end this video by killing this guy just because I thought it would be kind of cool. And yeah, so okay, you know what? This is taking too long. And then my custom battle music starts kicking in. Great. Alright, we win. So yeah, that's great.